Africa, home to many of the Earth's animals and habitats. From the Congo to the Nile and the ever-famous savanna, there's just no other continent quite like it. Our story begins here. In the vastness of all this diversity, we've chosen to follow a certain creature throughout its life to uncover its many secrets and discover its hidden mysteries. Mealworms, the larva stage of the darkling beetle. Though not impressive in size or stature, these insects are one of Africa's most important animals in maintaining its ecosystem. Mealworms, like earthworms, are decomposers. They eat decomposing plant and animal matter, which they then process back into nutrients for the soil. Mealworms aren't only good for compost, though. They maintain the food chain by feeding other animals, like aardvarks, birds, spiders, and reptiles. This one here, Barry, has recently hatched today. Being one among 100 of his kin, he needs to spread out from the others and find food on his own. Mealworms' exoskeletons are slick and torpedo-shaped, allowing them to glide through soil with ease. Ah, a dead leaf. This will provide Barry with sustainable food for a while. Luckily, he found this underground, because on the surface lies a great deal of danger. But for now, Barry is safe. After a few weeks, the mealworms have almost tripled in size. That is, except for Barry. Barry isn't growing as fast as the others. In every clutch of eggs, there are always runts. Because of the mealworm sizes, they require a much larger quantity of food to sustain themselves than before. Regrettably, the only kind of food that can provide them what they need is on the surface. Barry moves stealthily, not wanting to give his position away to any predators who may be nearby. Above ground, there is plenty of organic matter to feast on, for this is a very important day in Barry's life. For after he feeds tonight, he'll be ready to pupate into his next stage of development before he can become a beetle, a pupa. Nearby, a hungry gecko has spotted the feeding mealworms. Geckos have uniquely adapted eyes for hunting at night, so there's no chance of hiding from this predator. Barry starts to move. If they're not submerged beneath the soil in time, they'll have no chance of escaping the gecko. As fast as they can, they all start burrowing. Barry makes it, but everyone else isn't as lucky. Barry escapes with his life and a full stomach, which means he's ready to pupate. Like a caterpillar, Barry has pupated into a cocoon-like state, where he develops until he emerges into a darkling beetle. In truth, not all pupa make it to their final stage. Mold, moisture, and temperatures are all factors that can determine the life or death of a pupa. Unfortunately, Barry didn't make it. However, Barry's siblings who have survived up till now have pupated and will soon hatch into beetles in about 1 to 3 weeks. Once beetles, they will reproduce and die, thus continuing the life cycle of the mealworm. These creatures in all stages of development aid our world in many ways. From maintaining the soil to feeding the food chain, they are one of the most useful insects in the world.